Welcome to Thrones and Scones. It's your weekday morning podcast where we talk about Game of Thrones over a little bit of breakfast. Just broke my pen, no big deal. Because we're not here to pen, we're here to chat. It's Tony, Hans, and Jeremy. It's a Wednesday, and it's time for Season 6, Episode 3, Oathkeeper. And Praline Pecan. Or Pecan.
Are you ready?
Or Pickin'. Yeah. I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Pecan.
I'm ready.
Oh, it's been a week thus far. Getting into Season 6, a much stronger start, which we've established a couple times now, than Season 5.
Yeah.
But
best third episode of any season. I'm gonna say that right now.
Oh, doesn't Joffrey die in Episode 3 in Season 4?
I still like this one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a
There's
know
a
what
lot. There's a lot that happened.
I did not put together like the list of my top three episode 3s. So
Yeah.
I don't want to throw my hat in the ring behind you, but you know what? It is a good one. So I'm not going to outright dismiss you as I would
As you
so like
typically
to do.
Yes.
Oftentimes. But we can allow people to maybe decide for themselves here if they want that level of free will. Some people don't. And who are we to judge? We are here to give a little plot action. Mm-hmm. Would you guys like to remind not only the audience, but maybe ourselves, what happens in Oathkeeper?
Sure.
I think so.
I think that's a swell idea. And of course, in case you're not interested in the plot, you're like, psh, I know this episode backwards, forwards, under, and around. But you still want to listen to the show. Well, we got to give them a little something as well, which we have taken to doing in the form of butchering accents and impressions. And so if there's one today that we would just like to lay handedly at the feet of, quote-unquote, nailed it, I'd love to have your input.
Jeremy, do you have anything?
No.
No, you just don't have one?
No.
Okay.
No. Because I have a.
I can't even remember what yesterday was. I know Monday was Kermit.
Yeah, because
Kermit the Frog.
I would love to hear like. Do you know the two? Because I was thinking from yesterday the whole Muppet theme. Do you remember the two guys in the balcony that are like bickering with each other? They're German.
Statler and Waldorf.
Are they German? They sound German to me.
I don't know.
The one guy sounds very German to me. Anyway.
Do they have German accents, or are they just angry old men?
Yeah, that's a good point. You could do angry old man. You've done crazy woman.
Wait, who was crazy? Are you referring to Agatha? She was not crazy.
She's just old. My bad.
She's a respectable lady.
She's just seasoned.
Yeah. Well seasoned, like a skillet. she's got layers on her, you know, of what? That's not for us to decide.
But if that's not an option, I still would like to hear your best Batman voice.
Oh, okay. And who is your Batman is the real question.
Exactly. That would probably be the better one.
Who is my Batman?
Yeah.
Tell you what, no Batman has quite tackled the need for nip that I have more than George Clooney.
George Clooney. Those are some fine pectus.
Oh, Christian Bale is my Batman. I know we've talked about it before. I was also on the train with Batfleck. I was hoping for some good things there, but I guess the ship has sailed on that.
It's a shame because I think him getting his standalone movie would have been worth seeing. But I'd be more interested to see him direct one, I think.
Which is not doing.
Yeah, he bounced on that.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, by the way, we had this text conversation, did not discuss it on the podcast. And I only bring it up right now because I'm not 100% confident we'll look like idiots, because everyone I've asked was also not aware of the fact that Henry Cavill is British.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
They're making all of our superheroes out of Brits.
Yeah. It's a theme.
What's happening? Which I'm fine with, but tell me. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be watching Conan and all of a sudden just to, expect Superman, truth, justice, the American way, corn coming out of his ass, and no, he's just like Conan's like, oh, Henry Cavill, how are you? And he's like, oh, it's me, Superman. And I was thoroughly floored.
It's me, Supermate.
The Supermate.
The speaking of superheroes, did you guys see that 90s like Avengers if it were 90s trailer that someone did?
No.
Check it out. It's totally worth it. It's really funny. They basically like took a bunch of Avengers trailers, mashed it up, but instead like they took other actors and put them in like nine big 90s names and put them in for like the superheroes and made a trailer out of it. It's pretty phenomenal.
So
I have to watch that.
big 90s names makes me want to think like 90s movies.
So yeah,
Like-
you guys want to guess at who got the roles for which parts?
Yes.
Big 90s
Yeah.
names.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking Freddie Prinze Jr. is in there.
For Captain America?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Damn it.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
He
Ooh, good
did
one.
not make the cut, surprisingly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Young Leo he had the face for Spider-Man.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
She might have. Now I can't remember.
Yeah, I wasn't
some
even
of the
know.
deeper
All of our
cuts.
answers were
Yeah.
actually yes, but he
Yeah.
forgot. 90s.
Oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I mean, she was huge in the 90s.
JTT?
I think she
We going
might
that, yeah?
have been. Let's guess the big guy. This is the men first. Only because
Okay.
I have to pull it back up.
So I'm going to go Tom Hanks as Iron Man.
Nope.
Interesting. How about I think this is such a wide scope. What if you give us
Hint or something. Yeah.
what if you give us the actor and we can guess who they play?
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so Keanu Reeves was thrown in there.
Keanu Reeves for he'd make a good Iron Man.
Jeremy, you want to pop a guess?
Yeah. So this is from the Avengers.
Yep.
Which okay, so I'm gonna go.
Well,
which
it's like
one?
new.
Which one?
It's like Infinity War.
Okay, so
we've got pretty much everything.
yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure
Shit.
out. I'm gonna go with ooh.
Ooh, I have an updated guess actually.
I'm gonna go with the guy that like Doctor Who.
Doctor Strange?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
That's strange.
you are correct.
Boom.
Nice job, Jeremy.
Oh, una point to Jeremy.
I'm gonna play it off like that was my updated guess, but it wasn't. I was gonna say Star-Lord.
Oh, so that was who I was trying to think the name of. I was like, who is he?
Well, you nailed it by accident. Well done.
Then I was like,
You
oh,
knew in
okay.
your heart. You
Yeah,
knew
I
in your
know.
heart.
I mean, Keanu Reeves is perfect for Doctor Strange. So
All right, I got the thing up, so I can
Okay.
get who these actually are. All right,
I like this game already. I'm super excited.
let's start.
for this.
Let's start with the big one. Who got Iron Man?
No.
Dude, no. You're supposed to tell us.
You got to give us the actor.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm pulling it up right
And now you can't start there because now I'll be like Iron
half
Man.
sidetracked. All right, now I'm fully actually paying attention. All right, who is the Hulk?
You are
No,
fucking
no.
retarded. I swear to God, dude, you're not listening.
You have to give us the actor,
I'm not listening at all. Hang on.
and we'll try and guess the character.
I like it the other way better. I feel
Yeah,
like
but
it
it's
gives
gonna
it
be
away.
so hard.
Yeah, but every name we gave, you're like, no, probably though in there.
All right, Denzel Washington.
If that's not Black Panther, that's disappointing.
You guys are
No.
You guys are
No, no, no.
racist.
No. He's Rhodey.
No, he's Black Panther. Elijah Wood.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good call.
John Claude Van Damme.
Oh. Thor.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Iron Man.
Nope. You guys want to do round two?
Yeah.
All right.
So he's not Thor, not Iron Man.
Drax.
The Archer.
No. This is the most questionable one, I think. Captain America, which he is not even. He is not American.
He's
No.
Russian.
He's got that thick accent. That would have been not a good casting choice. All right. Tom Cruise.
No, sadly, this is gonna be Iron Man.
Tom Cruise. Star-Lord.
Round two? Nope, actually
Shit.
Jeremy got it. He was Iron Man.
Oh.
Jesus.
I'm like trying to. It's hard. There's no like list. I have to watch this whole freaking trailer to try and like pick out these people.
I thought
So
you were
that's
looking
why
at
I'm like
lists.
really
I'm
hard.
like,
It's so hard to focus and talk at the same time. All right, Brad Pitt.
Oh man, so he would have been so much better for me for Iron Man.
I'm trying to remind myself what Brad Pitt
Oh,
looks like.
he's
in
Thor.
the
With the long hair, Thor.
Yep, he's Thor. It's his Troy.
Troy.
Troy
thanks.
long hair,
Nice.
cut for Thor. All right. Here is.
He's
I'm trying to think, I don't know who this chick is. Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
That's racist too.
Well, Mila had red hair because didn't she have red hair in The Fifth Element?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could have been Scarlet Witch. Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't even know why I didn't think Scarlet Witch.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar, you were right. You nailed it with her being in it. Who do you think
Scarlet Witch.
played?
So she's Scarlet Witch?
No, Sarah Michelle Gellar is someone else.
Oh.
Oh.
Scarlet
Okay.
Witch was the Mila Jovovich.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. So Sarah Michelle Gellar is
Someone
Black
else.
Widow.
Oh wait, you guys are so confusing me. Scarlet Witch.
We're
I don't
not
even,
doing anything
Scarlet
but
Witch.
sitting here.
I don't even think is in the movie.
Scarlet Witch is in Avengers.
She is, but this is like a new. This isn't actually Infinity War. This is just like it's using clips from all of the Avengers just to make an Avengers movie. I was just saying it's using clips all the way through the latest movie.
Oh.
So
is
it's
any
not
of like
actually recreating anything.
is like Star-Lord or Groot or anyone in that?
No,
in
it's
this?
not. They're not even in the movie.
Oh, dang it! Because I really want.
This is off the cuff segments. We really need like a word bank of choices we have available.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't anticipate this game came up. I just assumed you guys had one of you would have seen it and we would have went, oh, that's cool. All right, and then just move on.
I like this much better.
Jeff Goldblum is in it.
Oh.
Plays himself
Jeff
as always.
Goldblum. No. Bruce Banner.
He does. He plays Bruce Banner.
Oh, good call.
And
I like that actually. Get a
Yeah,
younger Goldblum
I could
in
get behind that.
as Banner.
See, I would have Jim Carrey play Loki.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think it could be that serious?
No. I don't know.
David-
did you see?
David Hasselhoff is in it.
As
the Archer?
Drax?
Nope.
I don't know.
He is whoever. What is that guy's name?
Perfect.
He's whoever Sam Jackson plays.
Oh, Nick Fury.
Oh.
Yeah, he's Nick Fury.
Okay.
Oh, do you know who I would have made that? Who is the? Gosh, I can see Patrick Swayze.
I buy that. Yeah, sure.
Okay, and now Sarah Michelle Gellar. You guys guess for that. Mia Jovovich
who was Mila-
Black Widow. She's gone.
Okay.
She's out.
So Scarlet Witch then.
No, she's not in the movie.
Okay.
Okay, not a lot of option for women.
Pepper Potts.
No. This one's tricky.
Is it not a woman character?
It is, but it's like you might not think of it for Avengers yet.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Damn it!
They used cuts from the Captain Marvel movie for it.
Have you seen Captain Marvel?
I have
yet?
not.
I have not.
I also have not done my duty yet. Mixed reviews, but I've been hearing overall it's not the trash that the internet was claiming it was going to be, which of course it wasn't going to be that bad. It is just, I find a bummer a movie so close to Endgame that, I mean, from all intents and purposes, from everything I'm imagining, relies on this movie a little bit to set up some plot stuff. It being so meh. Thought they would have come with the big guns for this one.
Yeah. I'm kind of.
But again, haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic because like the last Spider-Man, Ant-Man, and Wasp, all of these kind of side kind of projects have been really enjoyable to me. So I have hope for this one.
Do you think it's a product of just running out of ideas or what?
Yes.
What a product?
The
What are you referring to?
mediocrity of this movie.
Oh, I don't know. Again, I can't tell you if it's like formulaic or stuff without actually seeing it. I'm sure that's very possible, but I think even like Ant-Man and the Wasp was pretty formulaic.
It was
still really good. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know.
Do you think that Captain Marvel would have? So I'm trying to think. So Wonder Woman, when did Wonder Woman come out? 2 years ago now. So they would have already been filming for Captain Marvel. Because I was wondering if Wonder Woman didn't have success that it had, would Captain Marvel have been the breakthrough? You know, like I'm I mean, Wonder Woman is one of the most enjoyable movies by DC.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily fair to say that only one of those movies could be.
No. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, but do you think? So I was more looking along. Like, do you think Captain Marvel would have happened if Wonder Woman wasn't such a success that it was?
I see.
Like a single strong female character in the comic book world. Like, I loved that movie. So I was really excited, and then I saw the trailers for Captain Marvel, and I was just like, well, it goes back to that cheesy look to me, and I like the dark and kind of like, I don't know, realism that was Wonder Woman.
This is going, yeah, it could absolutely have something to play like with it. That's a good point. I don't know. I think that this movie was really kind of ambitious in the sense that you're not only setting up a brand new character with brand new plot points ahead of like what is without a doubt going to be the biggest movie release of all time. Like, it'll beat Infinity War, no problem. I'll stake my life on that claim. But so you're setting up that. You're doing the whole time travel thing and trying to like throw things in behind the curve of all these other movies, which is a big deal. And then, unfortunately, it's still being a contentious thing. You know, people love to kind of talk out about the. People like to say that they're just making the movie for press, giving a woman her own superhero. What? And so, unfortunately, that's still a point of contention for a lot of people. So they're attempting to do an awful lot with this, with a character that, and again, I'm not a comics person, but I don't think has a whole lot of weight behind her. As far as like Juggernaut, and again, neither did Iron Man, or Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm not saying they can't do it, but they are really starting from behind, and it seemed like I was expecting a little bit more of a wow factor from the reviews thus far.
Yeah,
or hoping for one.
I wonder if there's a little bit of like Superman syndrome too, because it seems, I don't know much about the character, but just seeing the trailer, it seems like she's like ultra powerful, which is always
hard to sell.
Hard to sell, hard to capture in live action and all that stuff.
And I think Go ahead.
No.
I was thinking, I think they've done a better job with Thor in that regard, right? Because we could argue that Thor is very much an invincible kind of god-like character too, and him being broken down has been more enjoyable for me. It's like when Thor didn't have his hammer is when I enjoyed him the most.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point, but I think it also kind of lends to the point of the Superman syndrome point a little bit too, because I would argue that his standalone movies, other than the latest one, which they started to kind of figure it out, are probably the weaker, right?
Are the weakest ones, yeah.
Of the Marvel movies. So.
Yep.
Also, and now we have to question, is Brie Larson British?
Probably.
Can we confirm or deny?
Yeah. I
saw her in an interview the other day, and she wasn't, but maybe she was hiding it for press.
She was in character.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh no.
So Batman, right?
Yeah. I was like,
Game of Thrones, right?
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Season 6, Episode 3, Housekeeper. I had to get that out of the way, you know. Danny balances justice and mercy. Jamie tasks Brienne with his honor. John secures volunteers, while Bran, Jojen, Mira, and Hodor stumble on shelter. Where is the shelter? Where is it? It's kind of more Patrick from SpongeBob.
Do you guys watch
the college? Never claimed to have a Batman.
Do you guys watch the College Humor Batman shorts?
Yeah,
those are so. I can't even watch Batman now because all I can think about are those shorts.
Oh, shout out Pete Holmes. Shout out Pete Holmes, our boy, friend of the podcast.
Big fan.
He loves it. Okay, so I didn't pay attention to any of the words in there. Season 6, Episode 3. Jeremy, I want you to start it today because I know it was like a half an hour ago now at this point.
Yeah.
But you made the braggadocious claim. I was going to say bodacious again. I can't get that out. That this is the best Episode 3 of any season thus far.
And I'll
again,
start.
I did just make the point and I don't have my backlog of notes today, but I did make the point that I think Joffrey dies in episode 3.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. This one's so much better. So let's start. And this is probably why I'm going to say it's even better than that. Because Bran is finally interesting, right? His dreams are finally good. Ned Stark is a badass. Love the fight. The scene with Ned and, his fellow Starks. And then they go and they battle against 2 guys. So I think it's 5-on-2? 5 or 6-on-2.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And then seeing Sir Arthur Dayne just fucking wreck people is...
I watched... Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's just so satisfying.
I watched the fight a couple times because at the first thing, you're like, it's flashy, it's big, it's busy, and it's great. But then I was like, I wonder, like, this fight has to suffer from the syndrome of someone going into hit and then, like, backing up and just, like, pausing for a moment as, 2 other people hit. And they did a pretty good job of having these 5 guys pretty constantly swinging at the sword of the morning with his 2 blades whirling, dervishing around, slicing everybody limb from limb. Almost makes it ridiculous that Ned Stark even held on for a minute against the dude.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was such a cool scene. I like that we're seeing it with Bran. I like that his character is starting to get more interesting because, let's be honest, who gives a flying fuck right now about the 3-eyed raven? Like, we don't have enough to appreciate really where this is going. So now at least the dreams are interesting. I thought that was cool. So that's a good part. But I think we're going to talk a lot about, at the wall, obviously, or a couple things happen. None probably more important than Jon and that's it. Yeah.
Well, I don't think that's it. There are a couple minutes of breathing just like that.
Yeah.
He's like, I think I mentioned it yesterday. Kit Harington does a phenomenal job of playing Recently Dead. Not having experienced it myself, he made me feel right in his shoes. He brought me there.
Scars, the crescent kind of cuts. I'm kind of confused as he was stabbed by swords, not necessarily like curved blade. I don't know how he gets the cuts.
Well, I think there's probably like some sort of like
twist,
when you go with the upward, I'm just kind of thrust in here in the I was going to say the studio in this modified bedroom, and by modified I mean I've shut the door. Where there's probably something that would cause a curve. More confusing for me, when did the face thing happen? Who hit him in the face? He's got just like this little bloody cut going above one of his eyes and down the side of his face.
Yeah, he never is in a fight. He never really defends himself during that time. So I don't remember.
Maybe it's meant to represent a bloody tear of the actual tear he cried when Ollie shoved a sword right into his gut. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's probably just him coming back. Yeah, everyone's happy again. Him kind of walking out the moment with Tormund, and then the decision to hang those bloody traitors.
The moment with Tormund, again,
yes.
We can't. It's one of the few penis-based lines that Tormund is given in the show.
Sorry.
They think you're a god. I'm no god. I know. I've seen your pecker. What god would have a pecker that small? Oh, and then yes, hanging the traitors, which I'll give it to him. There were 4 or 5 dudes who stabbed Jon, but there were like 30 people there.
Yeah.
But no, it's just these. I think 4 that hang that matter. Could be 5. Alistair Thorne for sure. The other 2, kind of like First Builder, Yawik, and the other, and then Ollie, who has no last words, seemingly no remorse. He is more machine than man now.
Yeah, it wasn't really emotional for me with Ollie dying. That didn't really bother me. Like
No, I wanted him dead.
What? Yeah, I did. I agree with you. I felt nothing for him, and I know they're trying to get like the sympathy. I mean, that's why John is like, pretty much like begging him for words and all. I could give two fucks.
Yeah. It is my favorite moment of the show. Not Ollie dying per se, but it played into played into the beauty for me. John coming back, doing that scene great. Mostly just kind of trying to figure everything out. He seems genuinely lost, and it's very cool. And then he resigns.
Yeah.
in a badass fashion. That looks like he leaves the castle, but he doesn't. He'll be right back. No worries there. My least favorite moment though did come just a few miles down the road, or a few leagues, or a few hundred dragon stones throws. I don't know what they use for distance. But that would be in Winterfell, where we get Ramsay, or as we should now refer to him, Lord Bolton, having to deal with now coming into his own and ruling things as Warden of the North. And we see Small John Umber, the son of the guy whose Rob's direwolf bit the fingers off of, the Great John, which, you gotta... Like, oh, my name is Great John. I'm going to name this wee lad Small John. And then he's going to have to carry that forever. And it's rough. It's rough for him. But in what is the oddest conversation, the Umber guy is like, I'm not going to bow to you. I know you killed your father. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. But I know that you're going to be chill with me because here, look, I got Rickon Stark. And then, boom, dead Shaggy Dog. Disappointing there. I don't like this moment twofold. One, we've been given emotional weight behind the concept of Rickon, but not the character. And that's no fault of the character. He was like 6 or something when this show started. But it's not been a plot point that anyone has focused on. So it doesn't feel important, and I don't know why it would now. I almost felt more surprised when I saw Asha there, because she's actually done things in the show, and I'm like, oh, a character who has made impact is now at the clutches of Ramsay Snow, or Ramsay Bolton, Lord Bolton. But also, like, why wouldn't he just killed his own dad and mother-in-law and new baby brother? Like, what would stop Ramsay from taking Rickon and then just killing this smug guy in front of him? What's the point? He's done it already. That's why he killed his dad, as his dad didn't agree with what he was doing to the other Northern Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah. That it was pretty... I didn't feel anything for him having Rickon at all. I agree. Osha, a little bit, I was like, oh, I forgot this happened.
Osha bothered me because I liked her. I liked her character.
I think the direwolf got me the most.
Yeah.
Now, we did see... when we do see Rickon, it's like, supposed to be this moment, well, welcome home, Lord Stark, blah, 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 blah. And I get it. We can tell it's going to play into something, but even before I knew where this was going, I knew Rickon wasn't going to survive. Like, you're just like, you don't bring this kid back around in this scenario to matter all of a sudden. Like, he's going to be used for
a tool,
emotional fodder for someone else, because he does mean something to somebody. It's just not us. So
yeah, that was my least favorite part,
I just didn't see Osha's death coming.
Yeah. Was that this episode? I don't have it in my notes.
No, it's not.
It's next one. Okay.
Yeah.
But yes,
Sorry.
I agree with that.
That's a sucky part for me.
What was your least favorite part, Jeremy?
For me, I goes back to in the face Darthrak or whatever, Vas Darthrak. It's story at this point. It's Dany now kind of being told she's going to be set in this situation where she's going to be... This entire thing, this entire setting seems like a filler for me. Like, I know it's like how she's going to have her army that's going to include all of them because she's going to become their queen as well. But right now, it's just... Like, it didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense that Drogon would go there, leave her. Like he's super protective, but then he just leaves her like in the middle of nowhere. Like that just seems very odd to me. And then and now like the story is like she's happens upon these, blood riders, and they bring her to the people that will respect her. And then within that, she's gonna show herself to be the true queen. I don't know. It's a lot of jumping forward quickly for me, So I don't know. It's just not enjoyable to me.
It's in stark contrast to everything we've seen with Dany in the past before. Normally they take too much of their time. And in this situation, where it's like, okay, this might be her biggest jump, the arc being, she's trying to become queen of, as Jeremy says, the Dothraki. Not the Dothraki horde that kidnapped her.
Right.
They all happen to be in Vice Dothrak right now for some ceremony thing.
Right.
And this arc, spoiler, will resolve itself in the next episode. So they took a little over 2 episodes to play this out when we got a season in Karth.
Yeah. And I think that's what's disappointing to me. It's like, what the like Dany's character in Game of Thrones, while obviously critical, they are all over the place on what they have decided to tell us and express in time, right? Like, it's annoying. So again, I mean, sadly, everyone knows how I feel about Dany, my girl, my muse. Those beebs are amazing.
Your muse beebs.
Muse beebs. But she's a little downer for me right now. So,
What'd you guys think of the Rocky montage that Arya was given? I loved that. Don't give me an ugh.
It was fine.
I all but expected her to be climbing steps halfway up that sweet montage.
Kid. Yeah, no,
beating up on dead people's corpses in the back of the house, the undying.
Some Irish trainer in there. Hit her harder.
Yeah, exactly. She's eating. She's cracking 2 raw oysters, clams, and cockles into a glass and drinking them down.
Yeah, so she gets her sight back.
She does.
That's again. I've kind of cooled on Arya's story right now. So I'm excited to see where it's going now.
I am all in.
It's more interesting now.
Definitely picking up now.
Yeah.
Only other thing of note that I had, it was a quick thing. This, from a scene perspective, it seemed out of place to just kind of jump to this and then to cut away. It seemed an odd time to introduce it, but we do find out who the little birds are.
Oh yeah.
And it makes a lot of sense. Obviously we had the kid deliver the message to Jorah in the first or second season, first season I think, where he says, you're pardoned, you can go home now, blah 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 blah. And then it explains things as well. There's been this rumor going around that we hear more of in the books, but it is brought up in the show a few times with like Varys preferring the company of little boys. And, he's vehemently denied it and this, that, and the other thing. And when I realized, like, oh, maybe people are seeing him hanging out with little boys because he's getting information from them.
Right.
Yeah.
Not because he's diddling them.
Yes.
Varys ain't no diddler.
He's the don't want that diddling.
No need to diddle.
Yeah. So the King's Landing section in general, the small council meeting, again, it's okay. There were some holes in this episode. I was trying to remember what Tom was bitching about in this one. There was something about it. He's such a whiny.
Can't keep it straight.
He's just such a whiny bitch. He now is like, he's a character who I think you care less about now, right? Like you really don't care that he's king. He's more of like a pawn, which we could easily argue in this show. But I don't know. Don't enjoy his stuff right now.
The pawn is irrelevant to me. All I care about in this moment is the pecan.
Oh yeah, the pecan, praline pecan pie, and that's what it tasted like. And I'll just tell you, it is super crunchy with that undone center, which is like describes like the perfect scone. I wish I had more than one,
but you don't.
But I don't. But I do want to tell you, 3rd episode, season 6. Fuck yeah.
5 stars. Jeremy Sturgill says, "Fuck yeah."
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yeah.
The more important question is for Hans today. Are you down with GOT?
Oh,
you know me.
Such a cock.
Spent some time back home. We played this game called That's You, a free game that you can download on the PlayStation. And then you get like apps on your phone and you just play on the TV like with people. Mm-hmm. It's just like a
Jack in a Box kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen it in 100 different forms or whatever.
I played that one.
I've never played
One
it.
of them, one of the little round things is like, so it shows up like my picture, and then everyone in the room, it's like, hey, finish this sentence how this guy would finish it. And the sentence was like, oh no, we got kicked out of the bar because I blank. And then so everyone had to finish it. And I don't know why this was something that I would have said. Would I? Maybe. But regardless, coming from my mother, I won't tell you what she meant to say. I will tell you what she actually typed. It was a pretty quick time crunch, and so her fingers were flying on that phone. Some spell check errors, but it's kind of been the anthem of the weekend so far. I believe it said, "We got kicked out of the bar because I asked all the patrons if they'd like to sir my pudsey." And I was like, huh.
That's a dangerous way to go.
Can we put two and two together and see what's intended here? So now I think runner up to Sir Pounce, Sir Pudsey,
Sir Pudsey. And what he represents.
and what yes, and the terrible rift in my family that he represents.